What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rosie Wrestling. My name is Safe.
And I'm Massa.
And welcome to our pay-per-view review of Elimination Chamber, the last Raw pay-per-view before WrestleMania. And let's just go straight into this review. First, we had the pre-show, which was Balor Club members Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson going against the Miztourage. Whatever. The club win. So the first match to open up the actual show was the first ever Women's Elimination Chamber, which was won by Alexa Bliss, who I predicted would retain her championship in this match. Now, overall, what do you think of this match as a whole? And did you think they did a good job for the first ever chamber match for the women?
See, I thought it was good. I thought it wasn't bad by any stretch, but I didn't think it was amazing. I don't think it's gonna be in the list of chambers. I don't think it's one of the greatest. You know, the first ever Elimination Chamber for men was one of my favorites. I thought this one was good. You know, there was some cool heel heat. Even in the end, Alexa, we thought she was turning face, but not really. You know, she went back.
Yeah, I thought that last part was a fantastic. That was fantastic by Alexa Bliss. You know, her interview where she was kind of fake crying, it was almost cringy, but then she went full out heel and started insulting the audience. I thought that was one of the best moments, or one of the better promos of the year so far. Because
there were some good also spots in the match, but we're not really going to go into much detail on that.
Yeah, I thought Mickie James looked good. She had a spot off of the pod where she jumped over. We also had a Twisted Bliss from the top of a pod, which switched into a bank statement from Sasha Banks.
Yeah, I think that was one of the better sequences. I just don't know why Alexa Bliss retains, because I don't really know what they're going to do at Mania. They might do Nia Alexa, but I don't really want to see that.
My main gripe with this was, what was the point of a Mickie James Alexa Bliss alliance if they weren't ever going to team with each other, and Absolution were not even a threat in this match. They were basically just discarded quickly, and now Mandy Rose is actually the first woman ever to be eliminated from, the first person eliminated from the Royal Rumble and the first person eliminated from the Elimination Chamber. So, breaking records. But yeah, overall, I thought this match got a lot of love on Twitter and stuff like that, but I don't really see it. At first, I was like, this match wasn't that good, but I think Sasha and Alexa kind of saved it at the end. They did, I think, a good job. And Sasha was such a good heel, when they were playing cat and mouse and they were just chasing her and Bayley. And then Bayley and Sasha kind of turning on each other, that was just, it was kind of lackluster.
Yeah, I kind of wanted a full Sasha heel turn.
But I'm sure they're still friends and everything. That'll be more addressed on Raw tonight. But overall, Alexa wins, and this was honestly kind of predictable and a decent match.
Now we have, for the tag titles, The Bar versus Titus Worldwide. What did you think about this match? I
thought there was some good sequences in this match, but I felt like right when it was about to get good, they kind of ended it. And then The Bar actually ended up retaining the title. I think the direction is for the Revival to take the titles off of The Bar at WrestleMania, with possibly the club being somewhere in that mix. But this was a whatever match, and it was a match that was announced basically last second.
Yeah, now we have a singles match between Nia Jax and Asuka. This one was also really predictable. I don't think that there was just much to say about this match. It did make Nia look strong, though. Do you like how they went in that way and still kind of pushing Asuka kind of to her limit? Asuka,
she ended up winning with a roll-up. So again, not the most convincing win. So it makes both of them look strong. Asuka's still undefeated. Nia is still, the beast that she is. I actually thought this match exceeded expectations. I came in thinking that this was going to be kind of a bit of a slower match, not that good. But I thought this was Nia's one of her better matches, and I thought Asuka made her look very good.
And I'm also okay with it not being a technical classic, especially, with the dynamic between Nia Jax and Asuka. You're not going to get a Bret Hart match, And I think that it worked in the way that it wanted to.
And there was a post-match beatdown by Nia, so it looks like it's going to be Nia, Alexa, and possibly Asuka going for the SmackDown title. We then move on to Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt. The crowd was, crapping all over this match. They were more concerned with a beach ball. But can you really blame them at the end of the day? I mean, this feud has been nothing.
I even wrote in my notes, I don't care anymore. I don't give a crap about this feud. They already ruined it at Raw 25. What is there? Now you're just beating a dead horse. We don't really care. We already kind of knew that Matt Hardy was going to win. They could have done so much with this feud, and they just ruined it right away for us.
And I thought at first, the pre-match shenanigans with Matt Hardy kind of disappearing.
Yeah.
After Bray Wyatt made his, did his whatever, the whole screen thing, and then he just pops up in the ring. I thought, maybe Jeff Hardy was going to come out. I was actually hoping Jeff Hardy wouldn't come out because I don't want him in this feud. I want him to be split off from Matt.
You don't want Brother Nero, you want Jeff Hardy.
But Matt Hardy, on the other hand, I thought, maybe they weren't even going to have a match. That's what I was thinking. I was like, there's just going to be some beatdown or something like that. But they, Matt just kind of came. He just was on the steps or something like that. I don't know where he was, but, this was such a nothing match, and it's been a nothing feud. And the Matt Hardy broken character has been, just been awful in the WWE, which is so sad.
They need to give him another person to face, but Bray Wyatt was the perfect opponent, and they just ruined it right away.
And Bray, every feud he touches turns to crap, which is, again, I love Bray Wyatt. I think he's such a cool character, but just looking at it last year, his little feud with Seth Rollins was awful, his feud with Randy Orton was awful, his feud with Finn Balor was probably the worst of the year, and now with Matt Hardy, they really ruined this character who's, such a compelling character, and he's a young, good wrestler, and they just, it's, honestly, he might just have to get released to really bring back his mojo.
Now we have Ronda Rousey finally. So we have first Kurt Angle, Stephanie McMahon, and Triple H come out, and there's the whole table with the contract, and Ronda Rousey comes out, and Kurt starts, babbling his mouth.
He was stirring the pot, kind of.
Yeah, he was instigating some stuff, and he kind of ruined it for them because he was saying, oh yeah, they've been saying that you're a has-been and Stephanie can take you. So this kind of leads me to think that it's going to be Kurt and Ronda versus Triple H and Stephanie at Mania. And what do you think about that?
I would rather have Kurt Angle doing something else at Mania, but if they're going to put him in this spot, I think it's still okay. Because Kurt's a big star, Ronda's a big star, obviously Triple H, and Stephanie, she is what she is. But overall, I thought this was sloppy at the beginning. People were they're kind of talking over each other. Ronda is new, so she's not the greatest on the mic. And even in UFC in her press conferences, she wasn't the most, outspoken person like Conor McGregor, for example. But, she'll definitely get there. She actually got a pretty positive reaction from the crowd.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised about that.
Yeah, I thought they were going to boo her really badly. But no, she got a pretty positive reaction. And, I think it's a good idea not to give her a title match right away because a lot of people are saying it might be Charlotte and Ronda at Mania. But overall, for this segment, I thought it ended off strongly. Ronda's still a total badass. And, putting Triple H through a table, I thought that was really cool. And now we're going to be seeing, hopefully seeing her more on Raw because, she's a big star and I think she could bring ratings to Monday nights.
Now for the main event of the show, we have the Elimination Chamber for the men with Elias, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, The Miz, Braun Strowman, John Cena, and Finn Balor. This is the first ever 7-man Elimination Chamber, and we first have Miz, Seth, and Finn starting off. What do you think about this?
I thought this was for sure the best match of the night. Definitely. This was a lot of fun. You had some really cool spots. You had Braun throwing The Miz from the top of the pod. You had Finn Balor looking good at stretches from this match. Braun obviously looked like an absolute beast in this match, eliminating everybody except, at the end.
He broke the record, actually.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. That's understandable because, there's usually 6 people in a regular chamber match he would have won, but since it's 7 people, he eliminated all the competitors except Roman at the end. But everyone I thought looked really good. Elias played that scaredy cat heel really well.
He even locked himself in the pod at one point.
Exactly, and also I thought the double power bomb was going to be the end of it.
Yeah.
But no, he kicked out of that. He kicked out of everyone's finisher, and even also something with Finn is when he they protected the coup de grace because he did the coup de grace on Braun, but he was outside of the ring, and then he did the coup de grace on Roman, but he didn't go for the pin because Braun went and did the power slam on him and eliminated him. So that was a little thing that I noticed in that as well. But now, what do you think about Roman winning this match? We all saw it coming, but is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? 4 WrestleMania main events now in a row. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy. A lot of people are going to hate this because, of course, it's Roman Reigns. It's the golden boy. But again, I'm okay with it. I've accepted it at this point. We know that Roman's going to be the big dog, or he is the big dog, but he's going to be our star. He's going to be our new John Cena. He's going to replace this Brock Lesnar. So maybe he can, I'm just happy we're going to have a full-time champion that's going to probably be at every single pay-per-view. And, Roman Reigns, I've grown to respect him a lot more and like him a little bit more, so I'm totally fine with that. Plus, that he's a great in-ring, or he's been improving in ring, so they're going to pull off a great match. You already saw what they were able to pull off at WrestleMania 31, so I'm totally fine with it. Of course, main event 4 WrestleManias in a row, I think that's a record, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with him main eventing this Mania. He can win it here, but I do feel like afterwards we need to give some other people a chance at the main event, because if you want to truly build up new stars, it can't just be Roman all the time.
But also, about the Elimination Chamber match, what I realized is every single person looks strong in their own way. Miz was eliminated first, but he was, the first. They kind of had he was the first one to enter and stuff, which I was okay with. He was also thrown off the pod, so I understand that. But again, yeah, everyone looked strong. Even Braun Strowman needed 2 spears to put him away.
2 spears and 5 Superman punches.
So it was nice that they made everyone, even Elias, shined, for a little bit. He didn't last that long, but he still shined in his own way. And just the dynamic between everyone, and everyone's so charismatic in their own way. And these 7 have so much chemistry.
Yeah, Braun at the end also, have with the post-match beatdown on Roman. The crowd still loves him, and I think you got to give a lot of credit to Roman Reigns for making Braun a star. Because if it wasn't for him and the hatred towards Roman Reigns, I don't think Braun would be as over as he is. So I hope they have a good direction for Braun at WrestleMania, because I think he needs a big spot there. And him and The Miz for the IC title is really not the way I'm looking at it. But if you want to know more about what Braun should do at Mania, you guys should watch my booking video, which is coming out hopefully this Thursday or Friday on this channel. But that's it for the review. Overall, how good was the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view?
This was my first live Elimination Chamber, so of course I was really excited. I was kind of more excited for it. Again, they ended off the show really well, so I kind of still have that memory of it was a really good one. But in reality, it was pretty good. I didn't think it was amazing. It didn't go on to the top of my list, but I think it was an entertaining show overall.
Yeah, I thought going into the show, I was not excited at all, really. And overall, it was a very, very predictable show. But tell us what you guys thought of the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view in the comment section below.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Rosie Wrestling, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.